Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, the series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is the continuation of that Witcher 2-pack. It is the Ciri from the Netflix Ciri, and part of the 2-pack that was Ciri and Geralt of Rivia. Authenticated, limited edition of 9,900 pieces, which really isn't a very small amount. If you're wondering where I make that comment from, it's basically like the HasLab Unicron I think had 10,000 units, so it's more rare than that. But the, was it Deadly Pink, Deadly Cute Lancer, you know, my retro Lancer from Gears of War, I believe those were limited to 1,500. So that makes my Lancer much more rare than this figure. I don't think I said it last week, but I had picked this up from Mighty Ape. There will be no link because I think the night that they dropped this to about $10, I picked up one and I thought I'll wait till the next day and I might pick up one for a friend who would love to have, you know, a Henry Cavill figure. And when I bought it, they had lots in stock. The next day they were all gone. So I suspect that if you look on TradeMe and there's somebody selling a large number of these, they picked them up and they bought them for like $10 each. So it was not very much. Anyway, last week we covered the stand that came with this, so I won't do it again. Ciri, unlike Geralt, does have the scabbard for her sword, as you can see there. She also has that sort of loose rubbery thing for her head, so like she's got the articulation. You can hear a bit of a crunch. There's a little bit of up and down for her, but not very much, and a very thin strand of hair here, which again allows her head to sort of move around, although in her case it's a bit, you know, a bit more crunchy, let's say. Articulation at the shoulders there is the, if I can hold it, the top of her shoulder. Articulation at this top of the bicep. There is the double joint for the elbow. You also get flexi in the wrist, unlike Geralt. There should be, yeah, there is rotation, although as you can see, Ciri's wrists are a lot thinner than Geralt, so I don't know if you'd really want to go too, you know, too hard with it. Does leg splits about that much forward and that much back, sort of thing. She's got double knees, which, you know, classic Mcfarlane, very tight. She has very small feet, which I think is, you know, like, I mean, that's accurate. It's not like she's going to have big man boots like Geralt. But I would say that she's more likely to need the use of the stand. She does have the toe articulation. So, you know, you can get her doing the old Wicked Witch of the West thing. Was it west or the east? One of those directions. You know, the one that got crushed under the hat. But is it a spoiler for The Wizard of Oz? I mean, the film came out almost 100 years ago. If you don't know that she got crushed by a house, then ta-da, I've ruined one point of the film, which is really small. Nicely detailed sword. I mean, it's a very small sword, but, you know, nice gap in it. No runes on it, but you can see that this one actually has, whoops, the, you know, like, the binding on that handle and stuff, so, you know, fits very nicely into the scabbard. Scabbard also has the open hole there, and it is nicely detailed itself. That is on a belt. She's got sort of, I don't think any kind of like ab crunch, but there is like a bit of articulation at the waist thing there. Yeah, really nicely sculpted, you know, vest thing. I'd say it's like leather armour. Nicely sculpted sort of boots. Wraps around the boots. Wraps up around the hands. So like they've done a really good job, and I think that the face is okay. Like it looks pretty accurate to the actress, don't know her name. But I think it looks fairly accurate. Maybe a little large on the forehead, you know. If we can get that to focus a little. You know what I mean? It kind of, like the forehead looks maybe a bit big, but maybe that is accurate to the character. I'm not entirely sure, 'cause I'm pretty sure she's wearing a wig, so, you know, may not be perfect. But she does look very cool for a figure, and as you can see, she stands fairly well. Like, I'm not struggling with her like I did with him. So, yeah, all around, I think they're pretty cool. Don't think I showed it last week, but you see you've got the card for her there, and her stand. So, you know, like all around, it's a pretty neat set. It's unfortunate that they all got picked up from Mighty 8 before people would be able to, you know, pick them up themselves. And I'm not entirely sure people were really going to buy much of the Netflix Witcher stuff, but I think, like, I'm not displeased with it. Maybe paying full price I would have been a bit sort of iffy, but the fact that you get the two figures and you got this, you know, this really neat, you know, piece of decoration and stuff, I think it's far more worth it. I mean, they look great with it. Sort of, I mean, he's probably not going to stand, but you know what I mean? Like, oops, go down a bit. But, you know, it suits them. It looks good. You know. I don't know if I've actually got that onto his foot, but I do not. So, you know. Like, the fact that you can sort of, pretty sure she's got the hole in her foot as well, so, you know. Hers is a little tight, but, and she's, you know, perhaps jumping over it like that, but, you know, they look good with it. It's a very nice set. So, all around, I think it's a pretty awesome thing. If you do manage to find one for cheap, then you might be interested in it. But I also think they might look good with some of the, you know, the video game figures. So, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.